Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Markayla and welcome back if you are returning. So today I am coming to you guys with a vlog from a road trip that we took from California to Washington, which was super long. But before we get into it, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. Now, about this trip, let's start with the electric car. So we rented an electric car. It was a Chevy Bolt all electric, right? And our experience was pretty awful. Yeah, pretty awful because it was like we only got 2 hours out of the drive. So what I mean by that is we would drive 2 hours and then have to charge the car. And then it was hard. It was really hard finding charging stations. First of all, oh, look at me. I'm literally so cute. And while we were on our charging station, pause, we were watching Naruto, and right now that's my favorite show. Like, you can't tell me nothing, okay, period. But yeah, so we would have to charge it every 2 hours, and the charge time till full was over an hour. But we soon realized that it's just better to charge it to 80%, which took like 55 to 60 hours. And then another thing is, when you charge the car at some charging stations, it will charge you $60 instead of waiting till you are done with your full charge or 80% charge and then charging you. I did not like that, so that's why I tried to stick to charge point after a certain point after I realized that. And then on the trip, we just saw so many beautiful places. I was like, wow, like, America is pretty, like, beautiful, like, when you get to really look at it and have the time to. But yeah, this was such a long trip. As I said, it was supposed to be 17 hours. It took us about a good 24 hours. And then once we started getting to Portland, which is what you see here, I was like, yeah, we got about like an hour left, so we'll be there soon. That's when I started to relax a little bit and was like relieved, like, oh my gosh, like, this drive was driving us all crazy. We had to get out and stretch, not to mention the car was pretty small, so that did not help at freaking all. But look at how beautiful this is. I want to go back and visit Portland. So this is outside of our Airbnb. It was in Tacoma, Washington. Wow, sorry, that spin was just it hurt my head a little bit. And my son slept here on the couch. This was kind of like a 60s theme, JFK, I don't know. My mom was like, it's JFK, blah, 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 don't you get it? And it's like, I get it, but, like, I'm not into it, you know what I mean? And this was the laundry room. I forgot the code, and once I realized that, I'm going to show you guys through the window because, yeah, I wasn't going to go back for that code. But this was my first experience with an Airbnb, and it was a good one. Besides the lady next door, she was complaining that we were gardening in the house, that she could smell it through the vents, and I'm like, girl, don't do that. You could not smell nothing through the vents. Maybe through your window because it was open. Don't do it. But anyways, the next day we were going to meet my sisters, and they were running a little late. So we went to the Tacoma Mall, and that mall was pretty darn huge compared to the one that we live by. No, this was a good mall. Had a lot of things in it. But we went to this candy store, and we got all types of candy that I do not need or can eat because of my braces. So that was fun. I liked picking out my candy. I was like, they have everything in here, okay? And then we went to, I could not pass up the sale. It said like going out of business, 80% off or something like that. And I'm like, are y'all really going out of business? Don't do that. But yeah, I bought some pants that I could not fit. And this was my mom meeting her grandson for the first time. She was so happy. And then we went to Olive Garden, and my sister surprised us and told us that we're expecting another niece. So I'm excited. Well, I'm expecting another niece. So then we rode through the city, and she showed us, the area, and we eventually came to Chambers Bay, which I believe is a very huge park that has a beach. And when we were on our way to it, I was just like, wow, it's really pretty out here. The only thing that I cannot do is like the wet grass. Like, I don't know what it's called, but I hate the feeling of like mushy things on my feet. It just, like when I go to the beach, I make sure that I have what are those, like ocean shoes or something like that. They like go in between your toes. But anyways, this is us walking over the bridge to the beach, and look at my little niece, she's so cute. And there's a train that runs under the bridge sometimes, so Josiah was like, girl, get the train. He was like, mommy. And then, my bad, y'all, that's the washer that you hear. But anyways, so we make our way down from the bridge and we go to the beach because Josiah wanted to see some crabs, and my sister went with him to go pick up a few rocks to see the crabs. They were low-key, a little creepy. Have you ever seen crabs run so fast? Like, watch. You're gonna see it in this next clip if I hurry up and get it. Look at him fall. Poor baby. Okay, so she's gonna pick up the thing, and then there's gonna be a oh, look at Joe broke her umbrella too. I forgot to get her a new umbrella. Well, if you're watching this, I'm gonna get you a new umbrella. I don't know when, but I'll get it. So see those little tiny crabs? He was like, are we gonna eat those? I was like, nah, we're not gonna eat those. And this is all of us walking. And look at us. We're literally freezing. Damiana's like, yeah, we know you're not locals because they don't even be having umbrellas. And then they took us to this arcade that was in a mall. This was called Round One. Of course, you can see it on the video. But we had so much fun there. Joe won in one of these things, like the first try. I think it was some type of bear. He left it at the table. Child, that bear was gone. That bear was gone, and my sister's like, oh, I think I saw someone with it. I was like, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised. And these are the pictures that we took. Look at him and my niece, so cute. And then this was the most exciting part. No, I'm just kidding. We went to Captain Crab, and this little robot showed us to our table. I was like, oh, this is something different. I've never had a robot show me to my table before. Like, okay. And I got the crab, the sausage, the potato, the corn. Cheers. It's so cute. She loves doing cheers. And it was really, really good. Joe had the same thing, but he had shrimp in his. My man had shrimp in his. My mom had the same thing. Pretty much everybody had the same thing except for Damiana. She had eggs, noodles, and shrimp, I think. This was, oh my God. Y'all, when I tell you this was so good, we planned this trip for a long time, probably like months, right? And I have been saving my seafood appetite literally for this place. And for it to show out and be that good should be criminal. I'm telling you, it should be criminal. So then, eventually, it's time for us to leave. And we went to this turkey leg place because I went to my sister's school and she did a few tests on me because she's becoming a nurse. Anyways, he was like, yeah, this place is really good. You should try it. Cool. We get there and we get the turkey legs and greens. Disgusting. Turkey was cool. Mac and cheese was alright. Greens were disgusting. It was glory cans. But anyways, guys, I gotta go. This is the end of this vlog. I love y'all. Be safe.